He was born on November 1st, 1962, to teenage parents whose own parents had just brought them to Miami to flee the Cuban Revolution. He was born with two gifts. One was a white gift. He was an incredibly beautiful baby who became a beautiful little boy. The other was a black gift. He was a chosen one. Little Adolpho de Jesus Constanzo turned heads wherever his Cuban girl mother took him. When he was tiny, he turned the heads of admiring women who marveled at his somber beauty. When he was older, he turned the heads of men and women who wanted to know who he was. From the time of his earliest childhood, there was something in his bearing that caught eyes and made people stop to stare without breathing for an instant when he passed. He never laughed. He was obsessively neat. Even as a very little boy, he was meticulous in ways that seemed strange to the adults around him, other than his mother. At the age of 4, Adolpho already had developed what became a lifelong obsession with clothes and his own appearance. The somber little lad spent half an hour each night before going to bed carefully laying out and smoothing his clothes for the next day, then arranging his little robe in just the right position at the foot of his bed. His days were already full of such rituals. His school books had to be packed in just such a way, and his lunch had to be laid out in exactly the right fashion each day. On a few occasions when fellow students made the mistake of teasing Adolpho about his weird habits, the response was swift and unnerving. No one in Cuban Miami needed more than a few seconds to figure out the meaning of the bloody animal heads and other signs that appeared the next day at the front door of the offending schoolmate's home. These signs meant that anyone who teased or angered strange little Adolpho de Jesus Constanzo would put his entire family at terrible risk. In everything, this boy was intent and serious far beyond his years. He was strange, and in the milieu where he grew up, strangeness was always noteworthy. It could mean one or more of many things. Most of the people in Cuban Miami who were around Adolpho and his mother for any length of time knew exactly what this little boy's demeanor meant, and it frightened them. It was always a mistake to get close to such people or to allow one's children to be near them. Of course, they would smile and pretend to be the nicest people on earth in public. They would even offer help with problems. But even a fool knew there was more to it than that.